Caryn. Today's sequence will build up to a beautiful balancing posture that really engages all the major muscle groups in the body. But for our purposes today, I'd love for you to think of the side bodies and seat as major engines of this posture. So we'll get those areas of the body in particular very ready, and we'll start in a seated figure four. I'd love for you to keep a block close by, maybe near the top of your mat, and lower your right foot down. Lift your left ankle on top of your right thigh and walk your hands a little closer to your seat, chin up. So we've got a little baby back bend action happening here. 2 open mouth exhales. After this next open mouth exhale, you can either continue holding here or join me in a twist to the right. You'll pick up the left hand, bring it around, and either stay on the hands or come to your elbows. Of course, if you have your block nearby, you can use your block. We're twisting to the right, and the side bodies are long. So keep your side bodies long. Do that little stretch in the seat. One more exhale, hands down, and exit your twist. Come back up, figure four, and release the left ankle. Bring the right ankle on the top, and walk the hands close in towards your body. Press down through all 10 finger pads. Express the heart forward and up. 2 open mouth exhales here. Welcome to stay, or join me in a twist to the left. And pick up that back right hand down. Hands about shoulder width. Of course, you can try elbows. I tend to find that spinal mobility does not always match up from side to side. So twisting in one direction can be a little trickier. Just do what you can today. Do your best on the mat as always. Couple breaths. And we'll lift back up. Palms low, belly tight. Seated posture, feet down. A few windshield wiper legs side to side. And right into table all fours. From a tabletop position, you might enjoy a few rounds of arch round cow-cat, or maybe some hip sways. Find neutral here and reach your right arm forward. That's the inhale, thumb up. Exhale, thread the needle. We'll add on a bind. Left hand wrap toward the right waistline. Feel for length from the waist to the armpit. Unbind your top arm, hand down. Use that hand to press and then lift up. Exiting the twist table. And we'll open to the right side. I'm going to flip around just so I'm facing you. You'll keep your left knee, left hand down. Right arm up, stack the hips, straighten the legs. Top leg nice and long. Now we'll lift that long leg high. And I want you to add on a bind here if you can. So we'll reach the right arm around the back. Right arm around the back. Good. Now bend your top knee and come up to the left finger pads. Try it. Good. And maybe lift the bottom hand for a second. I know that's crazy, right? A lot of side body seat strength here. All right, let it go. Straighten the leg, unbind, tabletop all fours. And now we'll reach the left arm forward on an inhale and thread the needle, left cheek down. Remember, you can always use cushioning. Grab your block if the floor is too far away from your head. Add on the bind, right arm wrap. We're just here. Couple breaths, hips stay high, nice seat stretch. And it's the right hand that will lower to help you exit push. This time, reach your left arm high and open into your modified or grounded side plank Vashisthasana. Crown away from the tail, seat engaged. Breathe here and start to tone the side bodies. Lift your top leg. Now add on the bind. Left hand, right hip or waist. Bend your knee. Come up to the right finger pads. Breathe here. As you bend that knee, you're stretching through the front line of the thigh and you're engaging the back line, including the seat. Good. Maybe lift that bottom hand a couple times. It really helps me tremendously to lock in the gaze. All right, and then release that straight leg, unbind, rest in seated or child's pose. Relax the knees and hips. Begin to breathe in and out through the nose as you're ready. Seal lips. Start to contain some of this good body heat you've generated through your effort. Plenty of time to set an intention for practice, maybe a word or phrase that helps you to feel balanced and buoyant. That could be a mantra, balanced and buoyant. And we'll meet tabletop to plank, high push-up position, inhale. Down dog on the exhale, walk it out a few times, bending the knees. Downward facing dog. Grip with the finger pads as you breathe in. Hop or walk, top of space. And we'll come into a ragdoll pose. You get to take any arm variation that pleases you. If the floor is far away, grab that block. Bring the floor closer to the hands. Spread the toes wide. Allow the seat to stretch a little. And engage your quads. Shift your weight forward a little more if you don't feel the quads turn on for you right away. Let's sway the head. We're about halfway in here. Two more. Another round of breath. And now let the hands, arms straight, roll up toward a standing position. And exhale completely. Breathe into your intention, hands rise overhead. Exhale, bring it back to the heart, palms meet. This time, inhale, lift up. Exhale, hands behind the head. I want you to glue your left foot strongly to the earth. Take a breath, prepare to lift the right knee. And now lift the right knee up and wide. Flex the toes toward the shin bone. Set that foot down. Do it again, and this time, lower your elbow toward your knee. Inhale, release. Try to tap your elbow and your knee. And release. This time we're going to tap the elbow and knee and keep that glued. Keep that glued. Look at one spot. And now lower the foot, but don't separate the elbow. Lower the foot. Try not to rush it. Exhale, prepare to lift back up. Keep that contact elbow thigh or elbow knee. Drishti is so important here. Where is your gaze? And then separate elbow knee. You can lower the leg a little until it comes all the way back down. Shake that off. I find that's a little bit of cardio work and definitely a side body workout. Let's try the other side. Inhale, reach up, hands to heart as your exhale. Reset, lift up, get tall out of the waist and exhale, hands to, behind the head. Try to keep that length in the side bodies. Glue the right foot, exhale, left knee lift, just the knee right now. Then tap down and lift again, move the elbow closer to the knee. Next time we're gonna lock it. Elbow, knee together and release. Now, glue the knee in the elbow or the knee in the thigh, that works too. And slowly, slower than you want, start to lower the foot down without separating the knee and the elbow. Exhale at the bottom, lock your gaze, get ready to come back up. Here we go. Separate, lower, release. All right, how'd that go? Let me know in the comments. And then let the arms drape down, big exhale. Inhale, rise, reach up. Exhale, let's swan dive forward, T-arms fold. Inhale, halfway lift and step your left leg back. We'll do some toe taps to engage the seat and the quad. And I also want you to think about keeping the spine long the whole time you're here. Exhale, tap. Left toes, right heel. Do just 3 more on this side, then we'll switch. 1 more, I think we have. All right, and then just switch legs. Place that left foot down, heel under knee, right foot back. You're in a lunge, left lead. Exhale, tap the right toes to the left heel. Inhale, you lengthen back. Exhale, step it forward. Try to stay low here. Do like 3 more. Last couple. Use your exhale as you pull in, downward dog. And it might feel really good to take a quad stretch. So for example, you can lift one leg, bend the knee, open the hip, and repeat that on the second side. Clear the lungs. Prepare to move forward as you inhale. Might lift the heels both. Exhale, hop or walk, top of your space. And we'll find side body length and half lift. Guide your hands up your legs any amount. Express the heart forward through the gateway of the shoulders, breath in. Exhale, fold down. Bend the knees a lot for chair. Hug the inner thighs. Turn on the seat and reach high. Inhale. Let's bring the hands to heart and lift both heels up. Both heels up in the seat. It's going lower, lower, and lower. Now drop the heels and step your left foot back. Open warrior two on the right lead. Line up your heels or bisect your left arch with your right heel, depending on what feels most stable. Arms wide, breath in. Exhale, extended side angle pose, elbow to your upper or inner right thigh. See if you can stack your hips here. One more exhalation, deepen that lunge, and start to inch out of it. Rise up, star. Turn the toes out. Toes are wide. Inhale to the top. Exhale, skandasana, left knee bend. So as I bend my left knee, my right leg stays straight, targeting an inner thigh groin stretch. Make sure you don't overdo that. If you prefer to keep the toes down, you definitely can. One more exhale here. Back up to star, that's the breath in. Return warrior two, right lead. So adjust your feet and your legs for that warrior stance. Now flip the right palm up. Inhale, reverse warrior. High five the wall behind you. Deepen your lunge. Eventually your front thigh more parallel to the ground. Tone the seat as you inhale. Exhale, let's try those toe taps. 4 on the left. Forward and back, that's 1. Forward and back. Exhale, pull. Last time, down dog. And if you'd like, lift the right leg, bend the knee, open the hip. And then we'll move along. Inhale, prepare. From down dog, top of your space. Lengthen the side bodies on the inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Feet together, knees squeeze. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Bring the hands to the heart. Hug the seat in, getting more compact there. And lift your heels both. A little higher this time, like you're on stilettos. The heels come up and the hips move back and low. Let's hold 3. Squeeze, lengthen out of the waist. 2. Step your right foot back. So now we're in a left side lead. I'll face you all. Warrior 2 on the left. Check in with your alignment here, heel to heel or heel to arch. What's your preference today? Level the arms, hands shoulder height. Exhale, extended side angle pose, your elbow to the upper or inner left thigh. Try to keep that right hip back so it doesn't come too much in front of the left hip. Exhale. Inhale, star rise up. Adjust the heels in and exhale, skanda. Bend the back knee. So this time the right knee bends and the left toes can lift. They definitely don't have to. In fact, if you want to get a little more strength in the arch and some more stretch in the top of your toes and ankle, keep the toes down. Exhale here. Back up, star pose. Open front, warrior 2, left lead. Now flip that left palm and high five the back wall. Engage the heels down and slightly inward toward the center of your mat. 3. We've got our toe taps in 2. And spiral down. Square the hips first. Exhale, just 4 of these on the right side. Try to keep the L shape in your left leg. Don't change that too much. 1 more, you got it. Down dog, you really might enjoy lifting the left leg high for a 3-leg dog. Bend knee. And start to stack the hips more. And then we'll come down to rest, either seated or child's pose. So ideally a posture that doesn't require too much effort on your part. All right, friends, let's rise up and locate your block. Where's my block? All right. Locate your block, lie on one side, whatever is your Your first side preference, lie down and squeeze that block between the upper thighs. Cradle your head on your bottom arm or bend the elbow and use your hand to lift your head. Now squeeze that block so much, hopefully you feel the bottom foot hover off the ground. Keep that, and now lift the legs both higher. Inhale, legs lower, but without touching the floor. Exhale, you lift. I mean, the leg's gonna touch the floor, but I'd rather you keep the bottom foot off the ground the whole time we're here. That top hip moving forward, and the side body's engaged. Every time you lift, it's an exhale. Let's do 3 more, I lost count. Go a little higher if you can, last couple here, and we'll take a little rest. We're gonna stay on the same side, but a moment to recharge. Join me. Whew. All right, let's reach the top arm up and over. Flex the toes, breathe in. Now we'll lift the arm, torso, and the feet. Inhale, lower. Do it again. Exhale, lift up. Try to keep that top hip forward. Just 3 more. So 5 lifts total. Upper body, lower body. Whoo. Shh. I think this is the last one. Not good at counting today, you guys. And then release onto the back and just take a moment to rest. So we'll switch sides and bring the block between the upper thighs. All right, so remember you can bend the elbow if you want, the hand rest, straighten the arm for the bicep, pillow, and squeeze so much that bottom foot hovers. Exhale, lift higher. Inhale, lower, exhale, lift. You probably have an easier side. Can you come up to the top finger pads? So whichever hand's on top, maybe a little less support there. This is balancing work. Keep the front hip or top hip rather forward. And let's do 3 more. Lift as high as you can and then a little higher. And we'll rest. Oh man, those are tough. Let's extend the top arm overhead. Get ready, bottom foot hover. Exhale, everything lifts. You have to keep the core strong so you don't topple in one direction. Just straight up and back down. 3 more. So strong. Lift 2. Last one, all the way up and all the way down. Keep your block. And on the back, we'll set up for a supported bridge. We've earned it, I think. Lifting the pelvis, take that block, whatever height suits you under the sacrum. And if you want a little more quad stretch, you could stretch the legs forward, heels down. If you wanted more hamstring stretch, lift the heels skyward, legs toward a vertical position. And quite a bit of footwork today. It might feel good to point and flex or circle out the feet. If you find the mind distracted, close the eyes for a moment, recenter, back to that intention, balanced, buoyant. A couple more breaths, plenty of time to bend the knees. Feet to ground. Filled up with your intention, lift the hips. Engage your seat muscles, squeeze in, remove the block, and now lower 1 bone at a time until your spine is anchored. Most of the spine will meet the mat. And just sway your head from one side to the other, and do that again. Sway your head from side to side. All right, keep the block near the top of your space. We'll rock and roll, forward back spinal massage. Facing the front of the mat, downward dog. Let's meet downward facing, hips high. And hands about as wide as the shoulders. Parallel your wrists with the front of your mat. Wherever you are in your breath cycle, exhale completely. Lift your right leg, step through to lunge, and either lower the back knee for a little more help with the balance, or keep the back leg really straight and strong, and come into a high crescent lunge. So it's either crescent moon or crescent lunge. Either way, the right knee above the right ankle. Let's vertical the arms, that's the breath in. Hands to heart as you exhale. Inhale, lean forward on a diagonal. Exhale, twist to your right. Bring the left elbow to the outside of your upper or outer thigh. Here too, you can lower the back knee down, especially if the balance feels tricky, or if you just want a deeper twist. 3. Lengthen through the crown. 2. Engage the seat, rise. Side body's long, inhale. And warrior 2. Warrior 2, straighten the front leg. Getting ready for triangle, reach forward past your ankle. Grab your block and bring it to your right shin. Pressing hand to block, shin to block. Left arm reach and we'll add on a bind. Left hand toward the right waistline. Soften the front knee. Bring your block down now, a little forward of the shoulder, and start to step your back foot up until you're able to lift the left foot about as high as the hip. Bend the knee. Come up to the right finger pads. This is a variation of half moon. And since you have most of your right hand off of the block already, you might consider lifting the hand to tap the foot, and you might even be able to grab hold of that foot for sugarcane variation or Chapasana variation. Typically we hold the top foot with the top hand. It's a little different. This is a hands-free variation, requires a lot of focus and side body strength. Last 3. Little back bend. 2. Forward fold. Let that go, unbind, and really release. So all the focus and effort those balancing postures require, less at the forefront here now. Meet me back in a downward facing dog and regain focus, clarity, calm, hips high. Let's stretch the left leg, yogis. Left leg high, engage the thigh muscles. Step through softly, lunge position. Coming into either crescent moon with the back knee lowered or high crescent lunge, Anjaneyasana. Vertical, the arms upright, the torso, breath in. Exhale, hands to heart center. I want you to try to keep that contact, hands to the heart. Inhale, lengthen forward. And now twist to the left. Remember, you can always lower the right knee if that feels more stable, or you crave that deeper twist. Some of us might like to fly the arms. 3, 2, come back up to center. High crescent. Inhale here and open warrior 2 on the left. Warrior 2, knee over ankle. Easing out of the lunge now, maybe not quite all the way, but like 98% straight with that left leg. Inhale, reach forward, locate block. And triangle pose. Block to the shin, hand to the block. Shoulders stack, let's bind, right arm wrap. Soften the front knee, our right hand reaching for the left waistline. Move the bottom hand forward, a little forward of the shoulder. Walk the back foot in and up. Like you're tracing that foot up a wall, just about as high as the hip. Now, if you look down, should be able to see your toes. And just take a little bit of courage to look down, but give it a go if you can. See your right toes lifted. A little bend in that front knee. We've got our bind. Let's add the kick. And when you kick, you're stretching into this front thigh hip flexor, and you're strengthening the back line of the leg all the way up to the seat. Breathe here. Come up to the left finger pads. And now keep that strength through focus to unweight the bottom hand. Eyes are glued at one spot. So important. Kick. You reach the foot. Hold it. Heart open. And eventually you'll exit just as mindfully as you came in. Okay? Forward bend, unbind. Shake that off. Couple breaths here. And walk the feet back. Plank position. And from a plank, look forward slightly. Start to bend the elbows. Pull the tummy and engage your seat. And we'll come down. for a floor bow. Let's bend the knees both. Hold the outsides of the feet, the left hand, left foot, right hand, right foot. Exhale first. Inhale, lift, head, heart, knees, thighs. Wrist down through the front hip points. And engage your shins back. Opening the chest, 3. We'll gaze to one side, 2. Release your grip, gaze one side. Arms low, palms up. You might really enjoy some windshield wiper legs here. And when you've had enough of that, lower your feet, your legs, and switch the rotation. So balance your neck stretch, gaze in the opposite direction. Feels good to have worked. Focus on something that's happening right now. Something that makes you feel present, alive, alert. And join me in flipping to one side, either side, your preference. From your side lying position onto the back. And we'll take a legs up the wall and just start to shake out the legs and reach the arms up if you can, and shake out the arms as well. Take a breath in, exhale, knees to chest. We'll revisit figure 4, right ankle cross. This time the right ankle on top, and you might interlace the fingers behind the left hand. So my right arm is threaded in between the opening of the thighs. And you might imagine someone's pressing forward against the sole of your left foot. You use the right elbow to encourage the right knee a little more forward in the opposite direction. So it's right knee forward, left knee in. And release. Let's switch that out, left ankle, figure 4. If this is too much, guys, bottom foot on the ground. Re-interlace the fingers the less dominant way. Keep the natural curve in your neck. Breathe and enjoy. It's a great outer hip seat stretch. And we're about halfway in here. Activate left knee forward a little more. And like someone's pressing into the sole of your right foot, right knee in toward the body. Ooh. So subtle, but so good. And release. Come into a hug, squeeze in. If you want, include a final movement or twist of your choice. And those of you twisting, maybe like 3-4 breaths each side. Knees in one direction, gaze the other. Like a fallen bridge, feet wide on the ground, knees together. Great way to release the low back. In fact, some of us might want to take Shavasana here. If you'd like a more traditional approach, go ahead, stretch out arms and legs. Nestle the shoulder blades in toward the spine and slightly down away from the shoulder heads, away from the neck. Part the lips, exhale, and keep your teeth unclenched. Get out any last movements now. And your job here is to do nothing. Plan nothing. Correct nothing. And just let it be, let yourself be. You worked really hard. Now it's time to rest. I'll bring you out in a few moments. Dear yogi, keep your eyes closed. Guide your palms to the side ribs. And sense a deeper softening within. Now begin to patter the fingers, wiggle toes. Stay soft, reach out, stretch through the full body. You might enjoy an audible sigh or yawn. Awareness of the room, becoming more awake, more alert, physically and mentally, each and every breath. As you exhale, bend your knees, roll to one side. A few moments here. And when you feel fully awake and ready, press down through the top hand, bottom arm. Meet me up in seated, facing front. Become your tallest self. Exhale, join the palms in front of heart center. Let's reach up one time like mountain. Inhale to the top. Back to the heart. Exhale, remembering your intention. Hold here, inhale, inhale, inhale. Easy, exhale, exhale, exhale. Inhale, raise thumbs to your third eye center. Exhale, let's bow to seal our practice. Namaste. Okay, everybody, that's our half moon flow today, and I hope you loved it. If you have any questions or requests for a future Tuesday class, let me know. New sequence every week, and it is such a pleasure to share in your practice every week. I thank you for allowing me to guide you and look forward to seeing you soon. Stay healthy.